So, one of my favorite things to watch on YouTube, it's a bit of a guilty pleasure of mine because I'm not 100% sure why I enjoy watching them, but is the full day of eating videos that you see a lot of bodybuilders follow and such like that, right? So, but one thing, it's mostly the personalities that I follow watching those videos, and it's mostly, kind of motivation to see some huge guys like that eating food and, saying like, oh, okay, I'll go to the gym now. But one thing I noticed is every single one of them is always, things of that nature: egg whites, oatmeal, chicken, rice, like plain stuff. But which of course is essential nutrition for people at that top tier level. But what I wanted to do is take a bit of a unique perspective on it, because I live in Japan, and most of the full day of eating videos that I've seen are from people who live in, England, America, Canada, Western countries where the food is pretty similar for the most part. But so I wanted to show, what you might eat or what you could eat on a daily basis as a bodybuilder in Japan. Yeah. So I myself am not a bodybuilder right now. I competed a little bit when I was still living in the States, but my credentials now, I guess, are, I'm a certified personal trainer. I do nutrition coaching. I'm the health and wellness manager at a resort here in Japan. I don't really eat most of my meals out of meal prep containers. I like to cook them all, not all of them, but I like to cook a lot of them fresh. But the cool thing about Japan is you don't really have to cook so much, because a lot of food you can just get readily made, or even at restaurants. I know, right? You could bodybuild by eating in a restaurant. It's impossible, right? Yeah, I just wanted to show that everything doesn't have to be the exact same meal or food that you're eating. You don't have to eat chicken, rice, and broccoli for every single meal.
You don't have to eat chicken, rice, and broccoli for every single meal.
Disclaimer, there's going to be eggs, there's going to be egg whites, there's going to be chicken breast, blah, 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 blah. But, it's more, so that's the protein source. What else around it can I eat? Let's get started. This is my sad refrigerator. It's tiny, but let's get the breakfast out here. So I'm gonna have some eggs, of course. What kind of weightlifting or bodybuilding meal would it be if you didn't have eggs? Of course, we're gonna have some yogurt. This is just plain yogurt. It has no flavor, but it's zero fat and low sugar. The carbs, 5.9 grams, but protein, 4.1 grams. The yogurt, I like to add some blueberry jam, because it's plain yogurt, so there's not a whole lot of flavor to it. The dreaded and infamous natto. I'll talk about this one again, I think, with my dinner meal and show you specifically how to eat it and unwrap it. I usually have this green tea with every meal, but in the morning I'll have coffee usually. I just really prefer having a hot drink in the morning as opposed to iced, even if it's in the summer. And then I'll also have a couple of pieces of bread in the morning. Usually I'll get wheat bread. I don't remember why. I think maybe just because they were out of wheat bread that day. Please excuse this dirty bottle, but it's quite messy. But this wheat bean paste, and I'll put a little bit of this in the morning on toast. Miso soup. These are readily available in literally any Japanese supermarket. Miso soup is really good for your digestive system. And it's really delicious to have in the morning. You get some vegetables, and it's kind of like a little warm soup to get started, and it's really easy to make. And I really, really like it. And miso soup is very healthy. So this one has tofu flavor, there's negi flavor, there's wakame flavor, and there's, I don't know this one. I don't know the kanji. My bad. seconds. Alright, so just finished a leg workout, so now I'm gonna have some post-workout nutrition. So meal number 3, 4, I don't know, whatever. So of course included in the post-workout is going to be a protein shake, as always. So the protein shake is 4 scoops of protein powder. I should clarify that 4 scoops of protein powder in Japanese style protein is a bit different. So they're not the huge scoops that come in the American proteins. They come in odd numbers, like each scoop is like 28 grams or something like that. It's really strange. Here, I'll show the scoops, guys. Size. The scoop size. So it's this thing. Let's see. It's not pretty small protein scooper. Yeah, 2 scoops of that is 20 grams protein, and then I do 4 scoops, so each shake is 40 grams protein. So next is a fast digesting carb source, which is going to be the white bread. And then on the white bread, for a little bit of simple sugars, I'm going to add some onco paste. So yeah, I know probably it looks like Marmite or something, but it's same thing I had for my breakfast meal earlier. It's basically like sweet bean jelly. Maybe that sounds terrible, but oh god, this looks terrible. I spread it. But yeah, it's sweet red beans. It's really delicious. If you come to Japan, I really recommend it, regardless of how terrible I make it look by bone apple tea. So I'm going on a post-workout walk here. There's not much light. Over the mountain you can see the skies a little bit, but I'm an idiot and I didn't bring my external light source or my selfie stick, I guess, camera stick, because I don't know. So I'm literally just stretching my arm out right now. So yeah, it's getting really dark, so I probably won't film this part for too long, but I like to do some post-workout cardio. So I'll just go for a walk here, and I don't know, only for like a kilometer or so, but yeah, it's pretty fun and it's beautiful. There's a lot of good sights, so yeah, I'll do that. Arukumashou. After all, what could possibly go wrong being a foreigner walking alone at night in Japan, in the countryside, where there's lots of animals and there's not a single person around anywhere? Nothing can go wrong. So for sure, one of the more controversial foods, I say controversial, is natto, which is just fermented soybeans. But it is one of those things that people 100% love or they hate. Personally, I like it. The fermented soybeans, they're really good for your digestive system, and they have a lot of proteins and a lot of normal carbs associated with beans, normal nutrients associated with beans. So if you can get past the taste, I recommend them because they're a really, really cheap source of protein. Or it's 70 yen, so it's like 60 cents for a pack of 3 of these. And even if you ate them all at once, each one has about 8 grams of protein. So yeah, that's a lot. It's pretty cheap. So I recommend it. Also, one of the weirdest things about natto is how to properly open it and then get into eating. So I'm gonna go ahead and explain that. All right, so I've already ripped the top off of this, but you wanna remove the top, flip it over, and you see this little groove here. So you're gonna have your sauce packet, and then you're gonna have this little plastic coating that's over the beans. So the hard part is a lot of people, when you lift this up, there's a bunch of strings that are attached to it from the fermenting process, and it's really sticky and messy. The secret is to grab from the middle, pinch up, so that they all get centralized into this one little location. You can kind of see here maybe. And then what you want to do is take it however you want here in the middle and twist it so that you consolidate everything to one string. Then I like to drag it over here just a little bit, pinch it off, and then transfer it to this little plate where the sticky stuff will stick. And then you take your sauce, and then you put the sauce on the beans. And then after that, you just mix them. So